What happened? We lost it. Hold on. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna get you to start this one. Do this one right here. Let go. Go to the what's on your mind. And click on live video.
And then just go live.
Yeah. I think the funniest video position is gonna be us getting video of us doing this. Which is why I want to end doing it and just go doing it like a studio.
Great.
Just need to find somebody to pay for us to do this. Where's the cord for this one? Do you like this whiteboard? This is part of the talk today, so we can talk about that.
Okay.
So, you like this board over here or what?
Yeah.
Tell me your running thoughts right on it. Like, oh God. Understanding?
Yeah, I feel like we do better when we stand. Need to choose. A lot of the other things. Do you want to turn that?
I will. You said you're going to get shoes, so I want to be out of your way when you're doing all that.
You know what?
Alexa, stop. Hmm.
Do we want that background or do we?
So now we got this vote. See, we're in that one, we're in that one, we're in that one. This one is to show all the stuff over here anyway. So that's good. We got good positioning today. How about that? Yeah. Good morning, everyone. We got what do we got in here? I like pretending like the room's full and I just talk to everybody. I don't like when I disappear.
I know, that's why I just asked about the background. So if we do,
Do that, and that's cool. Like this is a beautiful background.
I agree.
All right, I'm good with that. So what I can do is I can go start my other one and put the Landshark logo in the chat.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
I was thinking we should get one of those tall post banner things and then we could like stand it there or there, so it's.
You're getting ideas from Alden, aren't you?
No, I'm getting ideas of how do we get you in here without having you disappear.
Right. Well, I don't think background. Not the big one. Besides, who's in the audience down there?
Laura.
Laura. Bring Laura back up. We gotta.
Yeah, I meant to connect you too.
We gotta. Yeah. Oh, see. I want to consequent you right now.
Hola. Hey, so I meant Tommy asked me to connect the both of you and.
Guess what she's
I
doing right
forgot.
now? Guess what she's doing right now?
You're
Laura?
connected.
She's connecting.
I need to, we'll wait for people to come in. Laura's working on the pumps and pump the oil and gas thing. I'll be right back. I need to grab my shoes.
All right.
I might have
Right. She's disappearing on purpose, actually, because
She doesn't like me.
she doesn't like either one of them. So she's just crabby with us a little bit sometimes.
Not true, not true.
Huh?
Not true, not true.
Sister, it's in my book. I do want to plan her commencement ceremony for the honorary doctorate though,
Oh, yeah.
and get to planning that. So I want to get together with you on that and actually
You know, I'm coming in January, right?
do a whole ceremony. Yeah, it's her birthday.
I know.
coming to
It's
see me
your
for my,
birthday. It's yours birthday.
yeah, coming to see me for my birthday and celebrate with her.
Uh-huh. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Har har.
har, har.
Pretty much the way it goes.
All I know is I'm getting drunk on pork. So
Oh man. Can
that's
I
what
get
I'm
to
doing.
California? Oh man. I'd go to California and buy a bottle of Prager. I could actually just buy it and have it mailed to me.
Right?
Mailport, I guess they do.
Maybe.
Yeah, Tawny or not Tawny. What was it that we had there? It wasn't a Tawny, it was the other one. Ruby, that Ruby port.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a tawny pork.
No, it was a Ruby.
Yeah,
Good.
it's delicious. It didn't have that afterbite that the tawny has. So
Yeah. No,
fun.
yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's plan it.
Okay. And then the other thing is we gotta get we had a conversation with a guy named Tom Hinge. Tom Hinge.
Okay.
He is with if you look it up, it's called Equine and Wine Tombstone. You can Google it.
Okay.
Equine and Wine Tombstone. He has 21,000 acres out there that we're gonna work with him on.
21,000? Jesus.
Yep. Well, it's mostly leased land, kind of like how you lease land to run cattle on, you know?
Oh, okay.
So, but we're doing horses and grapes. So, and horse girl here. So,
Horses and wine, where could we go wrong?
Duh.
uh,
Sign me up.
so
That green is pretty on you. I like that green.
Thank you.
Tom went and watched her video for 30 minutes and came back and he was like, "Oh, by the way, I have no heirs to my estate and I donate millions of dollars every year. I need you guys to get approved for Catholic Charities to receive donations from Catholic Charities so that when I donate to Catholic Charities, they donate to you because Catholic Charities is actually like set up like a DAF. So
Yeah.
So he said he loved everything she's doing and wants to donate to her, but she has to get it from Catholic Charities.
Got
So
it. Nice.
there's
Surrounded by all these Catholics.
Yeah.
Laura's Catholic.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Catholic, even recovering ones.
there's the recovering ones, there's the defect ones, there's a whole bunch of different ones. Like
Christmas and Easter, the Christmas and Easter Catholics.
there's the holiday Catholics. Yep, you got holiday Catholics.
And I haven't had a church fall in on my head yet, even though I don't go every week.
Don't say that.
No.
I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
She's
Okay, I'm
mean.
trying to
No,
hack
but
this system.
Well, we were taught as children, if you walked in a church as a sinner, you'd get struck by lightning the minute you walked in.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah, we were told shit like that.
yeah. Like you walked into a church as a sinner, so you had death. They tricked you into going to confession and telling people everything you did.
It was
It's
crazy.
clearly not a Catholic.
Okay, I went to a camp growing up that was run by the nuns, and they told you if you peed in the pool, there'd be a red line that would fall.
Well, yeah, and they'd see who you were and then
And they'd know who it was.
yank you out of the
I
pool.
tell you all
and
sorts
embarrass
of
you in
crap.
front of everybody. Yeah, Catholic stuff was rough growing up, but it you know what? It kept some people straight and other
That's
people
right.
straight.
Got us through a lot of stuff, so.
Yeah. But
All right. Okay, I'm using Team to hack this system this morning, just so you know, Catherine.
team. What
Good.
is team?
Our team.
I think I'm gonna be able to figure out this signature stuff before this guy ever calls me back.
Oh,
Love it.
That's
Cool,
who I
cool.
am. And then I'm using my friend's Adobe to merge all this shit together, because apparently you can only have one file. Okay. Let's see if this works. Profile type.
Okay. Normally we wait till 9:10.
no, normally we got like all the stuff up and it's 9:10 already, so.
Here's all the stuff.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
You're still posting messages and stuff and
Yeah, because I want everybody to come.
flirting with your fans. Come on.
I'm not flirting with my fans. I don't have any fans.
Whatever.
Okay, are we ready? Okay.
So happy Friday, deal hunters, and welcome back to Deal Room. I'm Catherine Bell, CEO of Titan Impact Group.
And I'm Tommy D, your boots on the ground investor. And today it's all about opportunity zones and tax smart wealth building.
We're breaking down how opportunity zones work, what makes them so powerful for investors and developers, and how you can use them to build long-term wealth while deferring capital gains taxes.
Well, thank you. It's like moving the screen. I'm like, I can't read while I'm moving. We'll show you how opportunity zone funds work, what kinds of deals fit best, and how smart operators are stacking tax strategies with equity raises.
And since it's November, we're putting purpose front and center. It's National Adoption Awareness Month.
And $555 donated to Chosen Forever helps eliminate the black trash bag day for a foster child.
These kids deserve more, and you can be a part of that solution.
And for our accredited investors, the clock is ticking. Our oil and gas closes November 30th and delivers 80%
tax depreciation.
So go over to meetcatherinebell.com and go to
the investor button, and you'll see it there.
Get in while you can.
So let's get into it. This is the room where deals get funded and futures get changed every weekday at 9 a.m. sharp on Zoom.
Let's learn, network, deal
hunt.
hunt. You'd think we practiced that shit. We are like one take Sally's on this stuff. We don't mess around. Like we just
One
get her
take
done.
Sally.
One take Sally's. Oh.
Okay.
All right. So let's
open this up because your voice is loud.
we're going to I'm gonna open that. My voice should I've got a megaphone right here. So
Laura and I know all about being loud.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like
How we bonded.
hey Laura, she found louder. Okay.
Louder than us.
She found louder, and
Wow.
now she understands how the world.
That's saying something.
She now understands how the
Right?
world feels.
Laura and I, just so everybody knows, bonded in I think it was Blockbuster
I
at
remember
like
where
midnight.
it was like 3 a.m. or
How loud
something.
we were.
We were like, wait, you're loud and you're not telling me to be quiet? Wait, you're loud and you're not telling me to be quiet? I love you.
Guess what?
You're
Guess
gonna
what?
be my best friend forever and ever and ever.
She learned that word. Meeting me, she learned that word. She's like,
Well, it's like
yeah. I can't even cough, and her poor little ears. She's like,
loudest cough on the planet. Okay, anyways, opportunity zones. Let's
Until
talk.
you whistle for the kids and then
That's true. Nobody can whistle louder than
she
me.
gets it back. She takes the crown.
Yeah.
So
No the crowns. Okay, so opportunity zones. Let's talk about this.
I think you should show before we jump right into that though. We should probably introduce a bunch of stuff, and you should show Laura that video of you when you got mad about that me trying to take your steak. Should have seen that one.
Laura, it's a head shake. That's exactly it. It's a like forward head slap.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, this is the Deal Room, and this Deal Room is sponsored by Titan Impact Group. The CEO, Catherine Bell, has helped me, my partner, Ning Young Chen, and Roman Rubio get together and put together an amazing AI assistant that helps with real estate investing. So my background in development, Dr. Ning Young Chen, he has a PhD in sustainable agriculture. He's also a commercial real estate broker, a private money broker. And then my partner, Roman Rubio, who is an economic development council liaison down at the border, dual citizen. He's a diplomat on both sides of the border for the border near San Luis and Yuma County. So he's very, very connected down there. And so with our expertise and all the things we're doing, we were able to co-align with the leave all people, property, and communities better than you found them. We believe in that. We're not like 100% that's our credo, but we believe in it because we have
We live it.
we live the develop morally and ethically in the path of progress ahead of corrupt government and big business. So that's our credo, right? That's what we live. And so though you can see how those two come together to create a tremendous force. And when you're talking about real estate investing, it is not a solo entrepreneur game. You can be a solo entrepreneur, but you're going to rely on a team to help you stay at the top. And so, and that's okay. But what I learned, I was at the top. It's really easy to knock a king off his throne. Okay, especially if he doesn't have a queen and he doesn't have a court. And so that's what I have here in the Deal Hunter Mastermind. I'm sorry, in the Land Shark Mastermind, we've built a court of people. And so for me, Roman is a king in his world. Dr. Ning Young Chan, a king in his world. I'm a king in mine. And we've been able to align and all join forces behind this queen right here, who's into doing great things with impact. And that's what Titan Impact Group stands for. Titan Sentinels of the American Dream. Impact, doing things beyond what you can actually achieve for
Doing
others.
good and doing well at the same time.
There you go. And then the group is the group of people coming together to do it. So that's where we, the Land Shark Mastermind, offer opportunities for people that like to do deals, like to do investments, want to do investments, come on board and grow their wealth. What is your wealth? My wealth is Genesis wealth. Her wealth is impact wealth. Laura's wealth is generational wealth. So we all have our own wealth that we wish to achieve or acquire or get to, and that's what we're doing here in the Land Shark Mastermind. So Deal Hunter by Land Shark, 5 days a week, has a schedule of Mondays residential, Tuesday commercial, Wednesday is land, Thursday is industrial, and Fridays are today. We talk about tax strategies and how not to pay the government taxes so that we can dictate where it goes to improve our society. So, because we can't trust the government, and you can 41 days the government here was shut down, and all they did was literally nothing. They all signed up to do what they should have done 41 days ago. Like nothing got achieved. They actually hired back people. Like during that shutdown, they had to fire a bunch of people, and the only thing they changed was to hire all the dumbasses back because it didn't work.
So in the meantime,
Anyway, that is why we have the Land Shark Mastermind, and we do deals that are impactful. We do deals that are Genesis wealth building, and opportunity zones can do that. It is not sponsored by the government, but it is regulated and laid out by the government in order for private investors to get involved and get going. So that's what we're going to talk about today and teach a little bit about today. One of the big things is that there's there is a significant amount of big business going into opportunity zones. So like BlackRock and Cisco and Franklin Templeton, all these big institutional size investment firms, they're utilizing this program, and it is helpful to a degree, but again, their motivation to it is strictly self-centric. They're in it for their investors. And so we are doing the same thing, and we're in it for our investors. And so that's why we're out teaching people about how you might be an accredited investor without even knowing. If you have $1 million of assets under management in your own name, you're an accredited investor. You can invest like the big bankers. And so that's what we like to teach people. Is the first thing is, are you able to get into this? And the answer is yes. So if you have capital gains, if you have money that you're going to have to pay the government, this particular program teaches you how to not pay the government and do what the government should be doing, which is improving property, people, and communities.
so I just want to say one more thing about that, is that it's not about so much keeping, like, the motivation isn't to keep the money out of the government's hand as much as it is that we believe that when you keep taxpayers' dollars back in taxpayers' hands, when that money comes back, then typically they're able to turn around and pour it back into their families and communities, and that's what we want. And so it's putting that for you. I don't like using that one.
Yeah, how distracting it is when somebody's working while you're talking. It's so distracting. Go ahead, keep going.
Anyway, we believe that you can do good and do well at the same time. He does this
No,
gives
I'm
me, so I'm gonna
literally
do it to
giving
you.
back what you
See right there. You did it to me, so I'm gonna do it to you.
I know.
I just don't like that
I know.
ChatGPT. I like the browser one better. This one's like seems to be incompetent. Anyway, so yeah. So for instance, let's just like Laura, with you keeping taxpayer money back in your pocket, like, rather than paying it to the government, like what are the things that you would do? Like, and I know that you do a lot of philanthropy work, to make an impact. Like that's the piece I want to like start expanding people's minds inside of the impact that they can make.
Let's do the introductions, yeah,
Okay.
of Laura. Laura, go ahead and introduce yourself and then tell us what you've experienced as far as like how you've been able to get better better deals or better situations for people, and how keeping most of your tax money or that you would have paid to taxes, how that was beneficial for somebody else.
Yeah. So hi everyone. Laura Miller. I live in the Pacific Northwest, southeastern Washington State. Real estate investor and serial entrepreneur. And yeah, I think it's what I love about both of you. What I love about what we do is really doing that for others and looking for, we raised a 25-year-old that is on his path of generational wealth and giving back. And what would I do? I'd, get rid of 10 black trash bag big, 10, 20, 100, 120,000 ultimately. And also what I'm lately working on is looking at, with all of what's gone on since COVID and banks and yada yada, we love all of that. And what's so is 80% of people want to be a part of the American dream. They want to have that a house, and they're just not financed. They're just outside of financing. And
Right.
so that's what I've been really focusing on is win-win-win, creating win-win-win solutions for people. Because they hit one of the 5 Ds, and life sucks sometimes. But bad things happen to good people, and that shouldn't. And if we can make a difference with that, if I can save some tax money to make a bigger difference with people, I'm all for that.
Love that. So awesome.
Nice. So I don't think anybody else needs introductions in here today. Corey called me yesterday and said he was going to be off taking care of a deal that we're trying to get under contract. What we're doing is we've got a piece of land that has 9 unit is available for 9 units, but we just need to get the entitlements and the permit switched over, and then we can sell it as a shovel ready project for twice what he's paying for it. And it's still below market if we sell it for twice what he paid for it. So he's off doing that right now. So I was trying to find your pumps and pumps page. Is it up?
No, we're not doing that.
How do I talk to people about pumps and pumps in the oil and gas?
So,
You want to pull that up real quick?
oh, I mean, my favorite things. My favorite things.
All my favorite things is important.
But that's not what we're talking about. So let's go back to this. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's go back here. She wanted to talk about this. Okay. Share the screen. Share the sound.
It's not doing it anymore.
Okay. So here we go. So that didn't work.
What's going on?
Okay. So Tommy talked about going to meetcatherinebell.com. And then here there's all sorts of fun things. There's our podcast, AI, all that. But my favorite things, we added that. That's super fun. But right here, this is how we add commas to bank accounts, investment opportunities. So we go in, you have different investments. We're actually going to be launching here soon. I'm really excited. The land fund and then the opportunity zone fund. So you're going to be able to see those here. In the meantime, this is the one that's current. If you click on this, invest here, you literally can go in and get all the details about this entire extraordinary investment. Oh, thank you. So to answer your question, there's everything, the documents, all the things. So this is for accredited investors only. This is a 506c fund. You must be an accredited investor. What does that mean? It means that you have a net worth of $1 million or more. That does not include your personal residence. Or if you are single, you make $250,000 a year. If you're married, it's $300,000 a year collectively. Those are the ways that they do it. And the whole purpose is just to make sure that you're smart enough and protected enough that you have, legal counsel, financial, like your accountants, attorneys, things like that, that,
Well, the thing
Smart
is you have to have a CPA certified this for us because it's not just gonna be believed based on your word. So you literally have to go get a personal financial summary or statement that says that you have $1 million in one way or another, or that your income is 250,000, 300,000 one way or another.
yeah. So whoever
Now-
does your taxes can do that for
The
you.
limits on doing this for non-accredited investors, because we will have a fund for non-accredited investors starting up soon, where the non-accredited investors can actually come in, but they're going to have to prove that what amount of money they make, because the cap is at 10%. So if if you're $100,000 a year, you're only going to be allowed to invest $10,000, and that's why we set it up that way, was to get people started in investing.
Right.
Right.
People that have to wait until they have 50 grand, like the oil and gas one is 50 grand, because literally, like there's a buy-in to this that is regulated through that 506c Reg D situation. So we can't take $10,000 on this because it wouldn't be fair to the other investors. So what are we doing?
And just piggybacking off what you're saying, because what you're saying is really powerful.
Go ahead.
So, why do we do this? Because again, how we created this, and Laura alluded to this, the 5Ds. What I discovered after my husband died was that a lot of families have experienced at least 3 of the 5Ds, and that could have been completely mitigated by having at least 7 streams of passive income. So the 5Ds are death, divorce, diagnosis, downsize, or being dumped from your job. And so when you have multiple streams of passive income, I like 7, so what the average millionaire has, that when you go through any of those things, and they will happen, I promise you, and come out of left field, that you're going to be okay. You're going to have the breathing room. And so when I had experienced that, discovered that when Christopher died, I had 13 streams of passive income, and it let me take a year off and grieve with my twins. But here's the thing, it came from a couple of philosophies. It's a brilliant book by Dan Sullivan called Who Not How. And this is about finding who knows how to do the thing, right? So for instance, like if you're a parent, generally you go find the right school with the best teachers, and you plug your kids in, you get the benefit. Or if you're sick, you go find who knows how to get you better, meaning doctors or mechanics. Well, investing is the same, right? So when you have experts that know how to do the thing. So for instance, the oil and gas, we are literally buying up the minority shares of the multi-billion-dollar companies. So we've been able to, through who knows how, plug into that and add commas to our bank accounts. The opportunity zone or the land fund, Tommy is clearly the expert in that realm. We're going to be able to set this up so it's he's who that knows how. You're going to be able to plug into that and create the multiple streams of income. Why do we share this? Because Tony Robbins wrote a brilliant book called The Holy Grail of Investing. And what I love about this is that he peeled back the curtain, so to speak, on what the billionaires actually invest in. It's not 401ks. Just saying. It's private equity. It's deals like this.
Yeah.
So again, if you're doing the same, if not similar things, as the billionaires, you should get the same, if not similar results. So that's why we're setting this up again, so you can do good and do well at the same time.
There you go.
That's my soapbox.
And so one of the things, the other things that we're going to talk about for literally less than 60 seconds is the fact that by doing that kind of investing, you're able to then do things like Chosen Forever, saving
Yes.
120,000 children from not having a family experience before their 18th birthday and ending Black Trash Bag Day. And that comes through that level of investing. That's why it's called impact wealth.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Genesis wealth is no one in my family has ever made more than $100,000 a year salary. $100,000 a year. I was the first one to break the $100,000 mark, and I was the first one to get a degree in college. And I'm the first one to break the $1 million mark.
Wow.
So I set the standard now in my family with my last name that it's not impossible to do. So now I have to build out into the point that I'm doing impact, and the impact to my family was the fact that they all thought it was impossible.
Right.
You know, proving
The
to them,
mindset.
a total mindset.
Right.
No one in my family even can imagine anything over $100,000. Owning anything over, you can't own anything in my family over $100,000 except the house you live in. I told my dad one time, I said, Dad, I said, I just started a $25 million equity fund. Oh, he goes, that's cool. That's great. He says, I just had the house appraised. They're going to give me $250,000. He literally thought that $250,000 was more than the $25 million hedge fund I started. I love my dad, but that's the
math was
mindset.
off.
That was his math was not mathing. So anyway, so yeah, that's what it's about. It is National Adoption Awareness Month, and so that's why we're talking about this. Putting together a board right now with a great company. Did you sign the docs on that? Are we full-fledged with them yet?
No, I need to.
We're gonna keep that under wraps till we get that done, but we got big news coming on that as well. So what I want to do is talk about opportunity zones, because that's really what it's about. This was a program started by Trump in 2017 that he piggybacked off of Obama on in 2012.
Right.
Right. So the history of this goes back to 2012. It was called the Jobs Act of 2012. Obama got that signed into legislation. Jobs Act meant that people could invest now like big bankers, because what he did was he broke the 506 code in the IRS down into a big. So this is where GoFundMe came from. This is where Robinhood came from. This is where Coinbase came from. All this came out of 2012 Jobs Act.
Wow.
Because then what they did was they rewrote the 506 code. So 506C, 506 Reg D, 506A plus, blah, 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 blah. All these things were created out of Jobs Act. Trump came in and said, hey, that's great. Let me show you how to do better. Why? Because a politician created it and then a developer fixed it.
Right.
And started the 2017 Tax Cut and Jobs Act, because up until that point, there were just rich people doing the Jobs Act. Poor people still couldn't do the Jobs Act because there was no tax cuts to get.
Right.
Right. So we had the Tax Cut and Jobs Act of 2017 creating the Opportunity Zone program, which led to almost $9 trillion entering the economy. You want to know why we were able to survive the Joe Biden era? It was because we had $9 trillion pumped in over 2018 to 2020. And in that 2018 to 2020, it carried us through it. What it did was it put a burp in the pipeline. Okay. Biden was like an air bubble in a pipeline that's going to, and if you don't know what a burp looks like, imagine last night, like when we shut the propane off on the fire, it went poof, right? And that's an air bubble in a pipeline. It explodes for a second.
Right.
Right. And so that's what we experience. We're experiencing now is we're there. And it's funny. I get into politics a little bit with this because it relates directly back to the investing, but they're claiming that the Jeffrey Epstein files being released will crash the economy now.
Which has you go like, wait, remember Laura, we used to call it the magic trick when
It's
the kids
the
would do something wrong and they'd be like, look over here, so you don't see what it over here. It's a magic trick. Look over here. Like, so that has me go, wait a sec. What do you really not want me to see?
Right?
So that's what's happening right now, and we will have that experience, because that's why they're talking about the 50-year mortgage. And they crashed that. Now we're already over to portable mortgage. You ever heard of a portable mortgage?
No.
It's
No.
a real thing. Yeah, and this is the thing. We're prepping for a downturn right now.
Got it.
Right. So the Fed dropped the rate twice, and it didn't do jack crap to
Which
the.
is why we need multiple streams of income. This is the downside fee.
Totally. Yep. So what they're doing is they've eliminated the penny for the first time yesterday. My shit got rounded up. I was heartbroken. I was waiting for my
You
penny.
like your pennies?
I love my pennies. I was so sad.
Okay, so a whole country already got used to it, so you'll be okay.
I'm not Canuckian. I'm sorry. I'm not Canuckian. So I don't walk around doing this to every freaking person on the road.
He doesn't understand why I waved to everybody.
I don't know why every day
That's your
in
knife.
Canada does a parade. This is what they do. They all day. People just walk around. I would literally just make
Elbow,
a
elbow,
plastic
wrist,
thing.
wrist.
I would put it on my shoulder and it would just sit there and do that for me. It would be plastic and robotic animated thing so that
There's
people
nothing
wouldn't
wrong
have to
with
raise my
being
hands.
nice to people.
Again, in Chicago, we use head nods. Everything's about a head nod.
Okay, we're not in Chicago.
So we're not
God.
Canada, but we still
There's
walk
more
around doing
Canadians.
this.
There's a ton of Canadians.
And there's a ton of Chicagoans. You just ain't watching the head nod. You're looking for them to wave.
Right, and then eventually
Oh.
they'll all wave to me.
No, Canadians get tricked the Chicagoans into doing that. And that's because the Chicagoans are going weirdo.
That's okay. Still gotta wave.
Yeah. You're like, hey, go away. Go away.
Anyway, it has
Anyway.
to be squirrel.
Yeah.
Back to the opportunity zone.
Back to the opportunity zones. We're prepping for all this. A portable mortgage is where you get to keep your rate, keep your price, keep all that, transfer it to a new house.
Really?
Yeah. Portable mortgage. It's
Wow.
going to shut down.
Wow, that
for this?
wait.
It's going to shut down the sub 2 market.
Oh,
Guess who we know in that world? Guess who's been transferring out of sub 2 into RV parks? That's right, Pace Morby. I'm talking to you. So
okay.
Wow.
yeah.
Huh.
So Pace is transferring over to land and RV parks. What have I been doing for a minute? Come on over, Pace. It's called Land Shark Mastermind. I'll give it to you for free, baby. So that's how I feel about it.
Portable mortgages.
Right? We need to look into
Portable
this.
I gotta look into that.
Yeah, portable mortgage. So if they pass it and it becomes part of the Fannie Freddie thing, it boom, done. You'll have portable mortgages and that's gonna just disrupt the entire mortgage industry. And then you know what you're gonna be able to do easier after portable mortgage gets in place? Buy it fractionally with crypto so that when you don't want to live in Scottsdale anymore and we want to go live in Vail, Colorado for 6 months, we can go do that. Our co-owners come in. Our co-owner Laura is going to come in and live here because she wants to be in Scottsdale for a little while we're up in Boulder.
No. I want to be in Boulder. I want to be in Scottsdale by
Don't say
myself.
that.
Oh, she can be with us.
The only reason she comes to Scottsdale is for me.
That's the example, is what
But I could find other people to move in there.
right.
I
Exactly.
could think of a handful of
It
people.
would
I could-
become a co-owner.
I mean, that's a whole other like realm of
right. So when you went and seen those pods being built,
yeah.
that's going to become the next thing. Like you're going to have a main house that you connect the pod to, so
You should
that
have those videos.
nah, I ain't interested. That's my
Okay.
competition. Knock it off.
Okay.
So the goal would be though that you're able to take your pod with you from Scottsdale out to Vail, from Vail to Chicago, Chicago to New York, and plug it into the main house component. The thing that has the kitchen, the bath, the living room. Okay. Your bedroom, closet, and stuff like that goes with you wherever you go. And so you're taking your pod with you and you're just plugging into a house unit, and house units are all over the place now.
Hmm.
Crazy.
So that's 50 years from now, I'll be dead. But I am prophesizing this and go back
I'll
and
still be alive.
Yeah. So will I.
well, I'm 50 right now, so yeah,
So
I might still be kicking around. I
I'm
might
gonna be
be
120.
I might be in a freaking pickle jar with a lid on it, but I'll still be a talking head. So
That's weird. Okay.
it's real.
Okay,
deal.
so what are we talking about with
Real
opportunity
deal.
zones?
All right, so you need to quit doing that and focus over here.
Okay, I'm just looking for Azria.
That's Maria.
That's the last one I need to do.
Okay. Well,
Okay, now I can stop.
so now we know it takes 40 minutes for her to do the prep on this. We'll start at 8:20 tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that.
I gotta
Okay.
figure out
Anyway.
how to do it.
Okay, so back to ChatGPT. Here we go.
ChatGPT. That's why I called it Charlie, because ChatGPT was really long. Just like it's Charlie. That's literally where the name Charlie came from. Anyway,
That was my nickname as a child.
what we're doing moving forward is it was your nickname as a child instead of Catherine.
It's
Was
a
it-
whole long story.
Was it because you were a bully and picked on people with your big toes and grabbed them by the ears and
No,
No? Okay.
I'll tell you later. It's not something appropriate for camera.
Oh my God. I need to sign an NDA then. Cause I'll tell it tomorrow. And so. I'm like,
No,
it's accidental. God gave me a megaphone. Remember, you tell me here, it comes out here. I can't help it.
you can help it.
I try, but I am the worst secret keeper. Do not tell me secrets.
Okay, there we go. Now we know.
Oh, I'm
Don't tell
just,
them
I
secrets.
can't. I'm too honest.
Do you, even after you sign an NDA?
You know, if I sign an NDA, I won't do it.
Okay,
Because my word's stronger. My word is bigger than my bond. So,
okay.
you know, you can tell me anything in secrecy as long as you have a secret for me to keep. And I have to write it down and be like, I'm going to keep this stupid secret.
Stupid secret.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, back over here to the real estate executive board that we created. Real estate investment virtual executive board is where we're going to be working with most of our opportunity zone stuff. And so an example of an opportunity zone I would like to bring in here is, and I guess I just jumped ahead a little bit, but we got to go talk to, before we do that, we got to go talk to Deal Hunter by Landshark. I go to the explore button, I type in Deal Hunter by Landshark, it's got 600. If it asks you to leave a freaking review, please leave a freaking review.
A freaking.
A freaking.
Not a good review, just a freaking
No, a
review.
5-star minimum. If you leave anything less than a 5-star, just chop your fingers off and quit using ChatGPT. Start the chat.
Wow. I don't even have words.
Anyway, so I did send you a picture of an opportunity zone site. Can you pull that up? The one that I showed you last night? Had the 7 lots on it.
Like when you texted?
Yeah, the one I texted. Do you have the text on your phone that you can do that?
People don't use so many text messages. Maybe they wouldn't need to do that.
Where'd it go?
Was it? Let's see, I don't think it was a text.
Facebook? Maybe it's Facebook. I can try to send it again. Oh, it's all the way up there.
Here?
Andrew,
What?
Deanna, Cheryl. Good morning, everybody. I got a bunch of people on my phone. Right there.
That?
Yeah. So, wait, I got a bunch of people on my phone. Can you just download? There you go.
Yeah.
So basically what we did is we've got a piece of property we're actually making an offer on and going to buy because it is in the opportunity zone. But what we're doing before it goes into opportunity zone development is getting it entitled for development. And the reason why we're doing that is because in the opportunity zone, I don't know if I've like finished up this thing, but in 2017, we started this opportunity zone program where we could develop in low to moderate income areas and create jobs, create communities and stuff like that using capital gains. And the capital gains didn't come from just real estate investing. It came from crypto buyout and came from selling corporations or stocks or whatever. And so people that were experiencing capital gains events could then go and invest their rich people money into private equity. And that private equity was regulated into development of low to moderate income areas. And so it literally is just a ecosystem of rich making money, rich putting money into communities, communities becoming rich, feeding rich investors, and it just and it becomes a circle. So this is a picture of the development, and part of the are you able to drop it in the chat?
So you want it in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to entice it to do a little work. So in 2017, we had that and that cycle created, but all of a sudden in 2018, in 2020, we had COVID. And the Opportunity Zone Fund was set up just to run until 2026. In 2026, it was going to end because it was just kind of like supposed to be like a temporary program, much like the food stamp program was supposed to be temporary, much like welfare system was supposed to be temporary. This was just supposed to get us through the Great Depression. And here we are again, creating government programs, if you will, that are to do that. But I think we learned our lesson on it and we couldn't let the government run it. We had to let the government regulate it. And so by regulating it, it's been easier for us to grow. And so I think this is why it codified in the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. And in 2024, they talked about it. And that's why we had that election where Trump got reelected, so that we could codify that opportunity zone program. And now it's permanent. It won't go away and it won't retire, but it is going to switch. It goes from 1.0 to 2.0 on January 2027. So on January 2027, a few things are going to change, but they're not going to be the way they were, which is one of the big things is there's going to be more opportunities, basically. So what I had Catherine do was load the image of this property in there, and we're going to have a conversation with Deal Hunter by Landshark to run this deal. Ready? Good morning. We want to take a look at the property that I posted as a picture. This is a survey of a piece of property in La Paz County, suspected to be in an opportunity zone. We plan on buying the property as raw land, getting it entitled and getting it permitted for shovel-ready projects. It's already 7 separate parcels, so we really just need to focus on developing 6 individual projects that we could turn into shovel-ready projects and make each one its own SPV or its own qualified opportunity fund. And what we'd like to do is put on 2 of the lots, we'd like to put a data center with a cooling lake. And then on the other 5 parcels, we'd like to add complementary industrial to that. So give us about 10 different options that we could do there, like an auto mall for EV vehicles, or maybe like a logistics hub for travel. This is located off of Highway 60 in the town of Wyndon, Arizona. So go out, do a little research, and come back and give us ideas on what we can put there and how we can develop possibly 5 to 6 QOF or QORF, and give us a little case study of each one of those. So I'm going to give it a lot of work to do. Usually I give it a very simple prompt, like run this deal. Deal Hunter will actually, based on, if you just put a screenshot in there, you just tell it, run this deal. And it has a rules of engagement. The instructions it has when we created it is to go out and provide specific information, such as property details, a slight of CMA. It'll give us options on how to buy it, how to make the offer, etc. So it's got a great amount of information there. So we're not going to listen to it. We're just going to read through it. So it says here, actually it's still thinking. So let it bounce down all the way to the bottom. I actually want to add to this. So just scroll through it real quick. Yeah, it's doing what we want. There it is. Put in the dictate again. This is great information. Now what I would like to do is I would like to have you give me a property breakdown and detail this property to me before you give me any further information. I want to make sure you understand this property fully. So do an entire search of the area, give me a comparative market analysis and a bit of a demographics idea of what's going on out there and why opportunity zone development would work here. So now while it's thinking, I'm going to go back and read what we were looking at. So basically asking it for 10 development concepts. It shows here that a quick note, we need to validate whether the tract is truly within the OZ area. According to resources, La Paz County has 2 census tracts listed, but some listings show there are no opportunity zones in La Paz. And I actually know that there are. I've already validated this, but again, trust, then verify, right? So if I go here, I can actually see a list of La Paz County opportunity zone and opportunity zone funds. This is coming straight out of Jimmy Atkins. This is a great resource right here, the opportunityzone.com website. It's ran by Jimmy Atkinson. He is a guru when it comes to all things Opportunity Zone. We're gonna zoom in to here. And you can see this area right here called Siloam. This is all the area that we're talking about. And actually on this map, you can see right here, this is the area we're in. This is I-10. There's Hope right there. You got Harkivar, Salome, Landon. We can go to Love, Arizona.
And Hope, Arizona.
Hope, Arizona,
There's
Love,
a Hope,
Arizona.
British Columbia as well.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably.
Hmm.
So
There is.
anyway, here it is right here. This is where this property is anyway. It's right out here on the corner where it says Salome. So I know a lot of people want to say Salome, but you're just white. So where is again? Salome is a word, I believe it is French and means dancing woman. So at night and the sun sets, when the rain comes down, it looks like a woman dancing. And that's what that means. It's she's swaying her hips. So out there in Salome, you can see this when it rains during monsoon season and the sun is setting. So you got Laughing Gas Road. It's right around here somewhere. That's crazy, right? Laughing Gas Road. Anyway,
Sounds like people are just doing some peyote or something out there when
lot
they're
of
naming
peyote
this.
back day. Well, there are peace trails out there. Peace, brother. So yeah, no shit.
They're high.
Highest, highest goats. So, and then, so here we go. Data center development looks like it'd be good. Case study outline. Describes how it's a remote desert setting. It gives us the advantages. Building the cooling lake is smart. And because we can then take the water and send it right next door to the pecan tree farm and give them their water, it'll provide us with ancillary revenue. A timeline looks like 12 months for entitlement, 18 months to 24 months to construction, and the first leases by year 3, long hold 10-year plus OZ exit. This all makes sense based on regulations. So, but if you look at this timeline, you have literally from entitlement to construction, first leased in year 3. You have 31 months when your investors give you money into your quaff. You have 31 months to complete the money to provide asset. That's a regulation. A lot of other equity funds are not structured or set up that way. Some of them are what's called fund of funds. I invest in a fund of fund. That fund of fund then holds the money until a worthy fund arises, and then they'll invest in that, make a bunch of interest, and then pay they'll pay their investors back a little bit. So in this, that was caught, and when they put the regulation together, they're like, you know what? We want 31 months to asset,
Right.
and you need to have 31 months to asset. So the reason behind that though is because when you invest your capital gains, you still have to pay the initial tax on that capital gains. However, you can do that by leveraging the asset you bought into. Right. And so as a fund, what we're going to do by year 3, because there's going to be that new stipulation, you have to pay your original principal capital gains. What we're going to do is we're going to set it up that at year 3, we're going to recalculate our appraisal on this, pull the right amount of equity out to pay and cover all your tax burden. And so that's how that is structured. So it's still going to get paid to the government. And that's why they wrote it that way. The government was tired of people using 1031s to get out of paying their taxes. Right. And they're rolling it all the way to the end, dying, and then they're just getting 12% death tax. They're not getting the full 32%. This is how they get the full 32%. They make you invested in an area, appreciate the value of it, then take your equity out and pay them. Anyway. So what we're doing on this property is we're going to actually go out there. We're going to buy the property. We're going to cut out this entitlement period and give them another 20, almost 6 to 12 months to do their construction. We're literally buying them time. And so by buying this property now, getting it to that point, shovel ready, they're going to be able to start collecting. They're not going to have to wait for first lease by year 3. They're going to first lease at year 2. And so that's why this is why it's an equity play for the SPV, because they're gonna be making a whole year of interest without the struggle. Right? So that's just, this goes along with everything that we have in there. Data center campus, an EV auto mall service hub for the EV vehicles. This corridor on the map I showed you, you got I-10 on the south side, you got Highway 60 on the other. I-10 has no infrastructure for electronic vehicle charging for 180 miles. So I don't know if you know how long a battery lasts, but 180 miles is a long drive without battery charge. But the issue is they can't put any charging stations in between because there's no infrastructure for it. Highway 60, where this property is, all day long. All day long. So they even have telephone out there. Like old school, hello. Crazy. Logistics hub for distribution hub for like last mile shipping. So they'll bring it in from the port. We'll build distribution centers there where it divides out. We'll get 3 or 4 Amazon boxes out there. We'll be ready to go. That'll be like that. Renewable energy battery storage campus, big thing right now because you got to store battery, you got to store power. Data center support training campus, put a school out there. Ooh, I like that. School for data centers, light manufacturing, advanced materials, integrated amenity campus, mixed use commercial, like a high-end RV resort. We got that down the road. We don't have to worry about that. Cold storage, food process. Oh, those make big money. I used to work for Oscar Mayer when I was a kid. Green hydrogen clean tech campus. Ready for this? I would like to build a facility out there where we store poop. To make, ready for this, to make methane gas. To power the data center, and then we don't even need electricity. Anyway, it is 3 minutes left. So funding, QOF considerations, it explains how each SPV could be structured under a separate QOF. We leverage county incentives. We have, see right here, it says working capital safe harbor, meaning that they're so worried about us going past the 31 months, they allowed us to create what's called a safe harbor. And that's basically a bank account where you put the money, collects no interest. It's just there as a dog-eared account so that as soon as you do the work, you can get the money. It looks like you spent it though. And that's what the safe harbor creates. So you don't have to worry about that though, if we do what we're doing and planning to do out there. Go ahead and scroll to the next section real quick, because we only got a little bit of time and I want to make sure we cover this part extensively. I got it. It shows here that, oh, look what's in the picture. That picture right there is, a location we're looking to buy. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, back out here. This is a historical picture of the area. You can see there's sparse areas where people are living and stuff like that. So the Highway 60 corridor is going to be a very busy corridor for the electronic vehicle business. So it gives some key facts, a comparative market analysis showing that like 20 acres recently sold for $85,000, which made it about 4,100 an acre. We're looking at buying all 138 acres of this for 26 cents a square foot. So $1.2 million for 138 acres makes it a little bit less than $10,000 a square foot, or $10,000 an acre. So we're actually increasing the price of it a little bit there. It says that it's 8, so we're between the bare minimum and the average. So we're actually below average with the price. With the 7 acres, so what we're going to be able to do is put the entitlements and the like all those things we just discovered. We're going to get the county to approve it. We're not even going to blueprint it. We're just going to get the county to approve it and then turn around and sell that, package it as a valuable SPV, and we're going to call it a $10 million data center fund, $50 million battery fund, $100 million EV park / battery storage fund. So like each one of those things that we talked about are going to become its own equity fund. And then capital gains investors can put their money in there, hold it for 10 years and get back after 10 years, get back 100% tax-free gains in those deals. And so when we sell each one of those lots, we're selling it for what the fund is going to be raising. So I'm buying each one of those lots, let's just say for $300,000 a piece, or no, not even, it's like 1.2, it's 1.2. So 7 divided, it's like 200,000 a piece, less, a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. And I'm selling them for 10 million just by doing some paperwork. Yes. Anyway. A lot of great stuff here. I think Catherine checked out 5 minutes ago. She just been nodding. So, I don't even know where I'm at anymore. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the blessing of this day, and we pray we can get to next week. So, our next meeting is going to be Monday, 9 o'clock. Look forward to seeing everybody then.
Bye, y'all.
Hold on. Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
Nope.
That's a wrap on Opportunity Zone Friday. And if we weren't already thinking like a tax smart investor, I bet you are now.
So we gave you the tools, the strategies, and the power moves. Now it's time to take action. These aren't just tax shelters, they're long-term wealth builders.
If you're ready to surround yourself with investors who make money moves every day, join us every weekday at 9 a.m. sharp on Zoom and inside the Land Shark Mastermind.
So catch the replays at Deal Hunter YouTube channel. And if you're ready to build legacy with your dollars, go to chosenforever.org for $555. It ends a Black Trash Bag Day for a foster kid. Let's give them hope. And if you're an accredited investor, please go to meetcatherinebell.com, click on investments, and check out the oil and gas opportunity fund. It closes out November 30th. So you want to lock in that 80% tax depreciation. So let's learn, network, deal hunt. Thanks, everyone.